Now you know how to get basically $90,000 in equity, a new home office, and a place where you can hide from the family. I'm just kidding. Welcome to Office Hours, a tax podcast by Fujikawa Associates, and we're your hosts. I'm Josh, and this is Derek Fujikawa. And today we are breaking down his home office. Derek, we are in your backyard.
Yes.
What do you call this again?
The tax shelter.
Man, see, that's like when you're a dad and you're a CPA, you got the best name. Okay, and today we're going to break down how much it costs for him to build an ADU in his backyard, how you can get your business to write it off, and then ultimately what it did to his property value. Is there a particular reason why you chose the size of this?
Just as big as possible to fit in the area without taking up like the entire backyard.
Yeah.
So it worked out. I first looked at it 8 by 10 and it was tiny. I went to their showroom and went in and it was like sitting in a closet.
Yeah.
So they suggested the 8 by 15 and I'm glad I went with that because it's a lot more room.
It works perfectly, and obviously
And it's a little tight, but
as it calculated your ROI, it's worth the return on investment.
Welcome to the tax shelter.
It's like the MTV Cribs.
Yeah, on a much smaller scale.
You don't have a fridge inside here.
No, I don't.
That means you have to walk to go get water.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about your office?
My podcast area.
That is a good setup. Here, walk us through what you have.
Most of this is from Josh's suggestions, but I have the Sony Z10.
That's one of the Sony like ZV-E10,
Sony camera here, the Shure
V7.
V7, yes. I actually often get complimented on the video quality and the sound. It was like, man, you have a nice camera and I can hear you really clearly. So it definitely worked. And then something I added later was the light there because just the light coming straight down sometimes with a lot of shadows. So that ends up kind of evening out the light.
Sometimes so what I do with mine is I actually have, because I have mine also, my desk in the corner of a room. I actually point it at the corner of the wall, and then I use the wall to bounce the light back on me, so it's like a bigger light.
Okay. Try that.
But then you'd have to obviously move it.
Yeah.
You get the giant light bar, 2 long monitors, the widescreen for the spreadsheets.
Yeah. So with everything, most things being paperless, I need all these screens to kind of work off of.
So while you're working, what's usually on the TV?
While I'm working, nothing, but once in a while I'll put the news on or
a game.
Yeah.
Baseball in the back, see what the score is. So we're sitting in your version of Brandon Turner's shed, which is the Fujikawa tax shelter. That's your business paid for it 100%?
Yes, I paid for the business.
So if you have a home and a business, there's the normal office deduction, which I guess in short is whatever space you use, take the square footage of that space, divide that against your total square footage, and then that's how much you write off of either your mortgage or your rent, right?
All the general expenses for your house, yes.
But yours is different.
Yes.
Because if you wanted to build an ADU or a separate structure in the back, so how big is this office, first of all?
It's 120 square feet.
8 by 15. It's comfy, cozy inside here. Yeah. And it was 100% paid for by the business.
Yeah.
So how much did it cost to build this? We're in the Bay Area. When did you build this?
I built it in May of 22. Almost a year ago.
You remember how much it cost you to build this?
It was about $28,000.
That's it?
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
Wow. That's a deal.
Yeah.
So it cost you $20,000 to build this, and this was not a prefab.
No, it was built. So they came out, laid the foundation.
How long did it take them to build this?
It was fast. From very start, from laying the foundation to being able to move in, it was like a couple months. But a lot of that time was just sitting around waiting for the inspectors to come and everything. So really the construction time was probably less than a couple weeks.
There's no plumbing, but just electricity.
Electricity. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Yeah, electricity. And then it's insulated. I have an air conditioner here.
Yeah.
Air conditioner heater.
And this is 100% dedicated just to your tax business.
Yes.
So I can point to anything and just say like, that's a write-off, like that's a write-off, that's a write-off. Yes. So anything you see on the screen or off camera, it's all just for your business use.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. So you spent $28,000 to build this.
Yes.
Obviously, some of this equipment you've had or furniture you've had, some I'm sure you bought just for the space itself. Yes. How much has this now appreciated or like impacted your property value?
We did get our house appraised, and it did appraise for higher than I thought, which I'm assuming is because of this, but I don't know how much exactly this particular piece added to it.
Yeah. For anyone who's our agents out there, since this unit, it's an ADU, but doesn't have plumbing,
No
I'm
plumbing.
curious to see
It's
how
all-
it's all permitted. And so you added 120 square foot of livable space, which could be used as a bedroom.
You could add a small closet with a rod and make it an actual bedroom.
If you take the average square foot of whatever area that you're living in, multiply that by 120, let's just have some fun. Zip code here.
95125.
Let's go Redfin, San Jose, 951. Boom, 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 boom. And Insight. Okay, just for fun, what is the average cost per square foot? There we go. 902.
902.
All right, so agents, correct me if I'm wrong, because I really want to know. There's no plumbing in this. It's just for fun. What's the return on investment for you on this? So $912 per square foot at this current filming in San Jose, times 120.
Yeah, that's not a bad return.
Yeah, it's $110,000 is what.
So $90,000 return on my investment.
So that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So if you just have a house and you have the ability
Mhm.
by the city, and if you have the big enough lot to support it, I mean, 9 times out of 10, the more I've seen everyone build ADUs, within reason, there's almost no reason not to build an ADU.
Yeah.
Then you can use it as a business write-off, or you can put some tenants inside, whether it be long-term tenants or mid-term tenants.
There's actually a grant. I looked into it. I've heard it's hard to get.
Mhm.
California has a $40,000 grant to build an ADU on your backyard. I don't know how hard or easy. I've heard that it's kind of hard to go through all the red tape to get it, but $40,000 is a lot of money, so it could be worth the time and effort.
Sweet. Now you know how to get basically $90,000 in equity, a new home office,
Yeah.
and a place where you can hide from the family.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Derek, thank you so much for touring us around your home office.
Sure.
And giving us some tips on, one, how you can make almost $100,000 in equity, but also get a cool new home office. So if you have any questions about your home office setup, make sure to reach out to Derek with a link down below. And we'll see you all on the next one.